good to see Ben Wood back as well out there on the BMW. I think that's an M1000 RR that Ben's got some race time. Yeah, coming back from injury. Yeah, no, hurt his hand and stuff. Don't anticipate the work. That was very impressive. Love the cabin boost colours on this one on the wrong side. Great colours away to go there. Who's going to get the hook up front? It's going to help. Out front through into the spot. Spot colour through down the top. Daniel Fabian doesn't follow that on. He just puts the bike through the corner and the way down on 7 laps. 7 laps, maybe 3 laps. So basically he's got a small way to the race. At the moment, we have 265. And the train as well, the first 10 minutes he has right, yeah, I was looking at something more than we can talk about right now, for some most of the more base, trying to Donovan, I believe, is first of the rest of the fifth ahead of the but it is coming in there, leads the way ahead of the Hollington in second place ahead of San Francisco. So let the top three as you go through them, everybody through safely as you go into towards them and on to the back track to the first one. Well, that's just keep an eye on the back track. And probably actually that all was bellowing along this front train, Wellington was next. So there's a Yamaha, 3 old Hondas behind him, and they all go towards Bridgetown. Single man close there, Honda all of them close to the Red Road in fifth position. Sam Banks has going to be closer in third position overall, and then the front is looking good. This is their flashback. It's just not Jones, we've got lots of Jones, it's just that place. Start off with Black and Baker, he's on a Fireblade, but it's not his regular machine. Unfortunately, he destroyed his regular machine when he joined the Flaming Club over the other week, apparently. But before he had a chance to destroy it, so he's down there on the first. He just got in, Matt Hardy's got the angle, and he wants the inside pass on Sam Francis, but not quite close enough to this, but Hassel behind there, and very close to him, Victor Jordan, coming just second of all, rookie riders now, as they get across the line, he's left on the short finishes in Jones, but I think Jones got it, as they went towards Brisbane, he's trying to see what this is around, right hand up there on Wilson, of course, formerly Montreal, but now Wilson's up there, number 2, but I think from back towards us, then in front of the banking, then towards Palmer, then in Wellington, Travier from Cranston, and then Matt Hardy comes up towards right there with them as well. Then a bit of a gap back to Jones, I think they're just behind Tom Bemsee, back for 5th and 6th position. So as you go around Agostini's then, and Wallington looking to go and take the fight to, Cavietti looking to go take the fight to your race leader, Luke Wallington. Wait to see what's going to happen there. Great boost Honda, as it were. Just back in the backpack calculations where top 7 months, sorry, yellow flag up there, and Wilson rider is not, that's perfectly okay. We can't think of a number, and then it's not one of our rookie riders, of course, number 10, and seems to be the yellow bit on that particular rider, which is jump and okay. So we'll try and pick up the name and the number, no overtaking it to go in, that's Wilson for the moment. Good ride.
Is seemingly out towards Riches, then Max Hardy looking for the inside pass on Craviecki. Not this time around, he's through on Cranston, has already put some distance between himself and Cranston. But the quickest man on the circuit is the first of the rookie riders, that's Tommy Jones on bike number 15.
Well, that's an amazing pace, 57.917, so he's not quite on the lap record held by Dan Chamberlain, the man we were talking about earlier, our team manager from the sidecars, but 57.103, we're only a few tenths away from it, as indeed we were in qualifying today. So Dan, I don't know if you're listening here, your lap record could be under threat here as the leaders make their way up to Agostini's once again. No change there, very much pink bits in the middle of the Wallington and Hardy sandwich there, but Craviecki holding on, and of course he would love to just find his way back into the lead, but Hardy really wants to get on terms with Wallington. Wallington's his target, and as it stands at the moment, that lead is going to come down a little between those two at the top of the field. Into Oggies we go there, just hanging on to the tail is Sammy Cranston. Yeah, as I was going to say before, mate, the way it is at the moment, Sammy Cranston is going to pick up 25 points, but that won't quite give him enough if Aaron Collins stays where he is. The gap will be, where are we, 191 points, and there'll still be 200 points on the table, so can't quite claim to be the champion, but you could be very hard to see him getting overhauled from this point, won't it?
Yeah, it's going to be a tall order as the race leaders make their way round the bomb hole now and before Corums, and just looking at the championship for the MRO Powerbikes, this of course will be a 9-point swing if it was to remain this way, and I say that because we do still have 3.5 laps to go, and well, Max Hardy is looking strong behind David Craviecki at the moment. Is almost looking for the inside pass as they go in towards Murray's. A difficult move to make, but as they make their way out of Murray's and onto the front straight once again, the pit boards go out, and it's Wallington who leads the way, but there goes Max Hardy. He's got it, he's got that second place position now, and he's got Luke Wallington, his championship rival, right in his sights.
Right on his nose, that's right. I'll tell you what, the height that Max Hardy is, I reckon if he leant over that fairing, mate, he could possibly tap his rival on the back. He's that close to him. Down they go into Wilson's once again. I mentioned the back markers might come into play, and I tell you what, we're catching the first couple of them very rapidly indeed. We think we're going to be able to see a back marker just coming out of Palmer's actually towards us at Agostini's here, which we've got the best view really as far as the corners go. Here we go to that.
Yeah, they're through. Top 3 are through.
Oh wow, they don't hang around. Top 4 are through as well.
Max Hardy's looking for the inside pass on Luke Wallington as they're going towards Agostini's, and the two Hondas then. Max Hardy takes the race lead from Luke Wallington. Luke Wallington
wants it back though. He's out on the inside of Hamilton.
He's got the cutback as he has. He's got it done.
Oh, but another cut back from Hardy. No, he can't quite do it into Oggies here. And Craviecki's got a great view of these two Fireblade riders battling it off. Oh, I tell you what, who's looking so fast is Wallington. He wants this one. He hasn't beaten Max very often in a straight fight this year. In fact, if I have a quick look, yeah, no, he's beaten him once in a straight fight this year, and he'd love to be able to do it at this end of the season when it's so critical to pick up those last few points as they take the run towards the finish line at the end of the season. And of course, the wrist race does count towards the champion of Snetterton as well. And both of them are actually equal on points, second in that championship as well. So very much all to play for between those two as they go down the back there, just not tripping the timing beam down the back there. I think Kieran Smith, unfortunately, looks like he's AWOL at the moment, mate, because he's not tripping the timing being down the back there, and he's gone off the main screen. Storpirstis has been relegated by Collins on that particular lap. Bit of chatter on the radio. Who else is going backwards there? Yeah, I think that's going to be key to go backwards.
We'll try and pick him up there as Luke Wellington goes to the inside at Riches. That's a brave move. He pulls out of it at the last second, so Max Hardy holds on to the lead of the race at the moment with the fastest lap of the race of a 1 minute 57.4, so half a second quicker than his rival in the championship, Luke Wellington. Krawiecki, Cranston, Benstead, Jones up next, who is first of the rookies. Then is Aaron Collins ahead of Mindy Storpirstis. Tyler Donovan still first of the Retro 1000 riders in 9th position ahead of Pete Baker on the Honda for the first time, rounding out the top 10. So as we look up towards Palmer's, there goes Max Hardy, Luke Wellington, David Krawiecki, pretty much equidistant between the top three. Sam Cranston falling into the clutches now of Tom Benstead and Tommy Jones, and who's that behind them there? Tommy Jones, Aaron Collins. So Sam Cranston seems to be being caught now by that battle for 5th place.
Tell you what it might be with Sammy, he'll be feeling the pressure of the championship. It's one of those things that's very hard to describe to a non-rider, but I can promise you the psychological pressure of leading a championship, knowing you could possibly win it, it really does play on your mind. So I don't think Sammy will be riding at his absolute best, because we have seen him win outright earlier in the year as well. He really knows how to get a move on when he needs to, and I think he might be feeling that pressure, just thinking, do you know what, these guys aren't in the fight with me, I'm not going to battle them. Well, the real battle though is between Hardy and Wellington out the front there, and let's see, it's another purple for Hardy, and in fact in that purple it's half a second quicker than his main rival Luke Wellington. So I think that now he's got a clear track in front of him. You can see the gap visibly as they come round corner. That's a back marker, isn't it? There we go. There goes Max. You can see the gap now. Krawiecki's still in touch with Wellington. They'll be coming around this time. They're going to be completing lap 6, so that means they're going to be getting the last lap flag this time round, so that'll be prepared in just one moment.
Sam Cranston's been caught for that 4th place position, so Tom Benstead is right there with him. But the good news for him is that only Aaron Collins in that group is in the same class. And here comes Tom Benstead now, looking for the pass on Sam Cranston as he come across the line in towards Riches. Not quite close enough, is he? Does another think about it. No, holds on to 5th place, does Tom Benstead. As back with the leaders, they're making their way around the right-hander up there at Wilson's, and we'll pick them up now. But Max Hardy came across the line with a 1.1 second advantage as they head now to the left-hander of Palmer. So once again in front of that banking, they do go out of sight momentarily, unfortunately, but Hardy, Wellington and Krawiecki, that is the order. And Max Hardy, I think, has just opened up his advantage by a little bit more on this final lap, and Luke Wellington is just about ahead of Krawiecki as they go around Agostini. So Krawiecki on this final lap, he seems to have the pace. He wants those 20 points.
Yeah, and I'll tell you who else wants him to get those 20 points is Max Hardy, because that'll give another 4-point advantage to Max in that battle, not just the main championship, but of course the battle for the champion of Snet as well, because he'd love to be able to take that trophy home as well. So Jones out in front of the rookies from Storpirstis. And again, that is the other way around in the championship, but Mindy only leads by 9 points on Tommy, so that could be a 4-point gap at the end of this particular race. Jamie Green is back out again. Jamie came here last time to play. I think he's 65 years old, started racing at the same time as Pete Baker, but hasn't done as much action. He's on a naked Gixxer K5 or something, I think it is, but it's a proper Street Fighter bike, and little old the little old boy is getting on with it brilliantly. Jamie really knows how to get the most out of that bike. Is that a yellow flag I see up there at first corner?
Yeah, yellow flag, and I'm just looking up towards Corums. I mean, there's one of our rookie riders just walking on the infield, so
yeah,
they'll have a good view of the action. I think Krawiecki may be losing out in the horsepower race between himself and Luke Wellington, but in the meantime, Max Hardy takes another victory here in the MRO Powerbikes, and I think it's safe to say he's happy with that, ahead of Luke Wellington, so he extends his advantage from 24 in the championship, now opens to 29. Across the line now, Sam Cranston, I think, just holds on to that 4th place position, and that is 25 points in the Clubman, so he pulls out another 5 points over Aaron Collins. That means it's now 194 with, what do we got there, 225 left, I think you said?
Yeah, no, 200 left now.
200, sorry.
2 150 rounds and the other 50 points from this weekend, so 200 left. So, yeah, that's not quite enough to claim the championship at the moment, is it?
No, I think is it another 6 points he
Yeah,
needs.
that's all he needs. So he
So that's
can't actually do it today unless, of course, Aaron... Anyway, let's not speculate too much. Just looking, Mark Russell hasn't come across the line for quite a while, unfortunately for Mark. We've also lost Ollie Wright as well, the man from Wisbech, St Mary.
That's not too far away from me.
Okay, it does sound like one of those Lincolnshire type places.
Wisbech, yeah, it's...
Near Wisbech?
You know, funnily enough, it is.
Wow, how do I know that?
Yeah, Lincolnshire, Cambridgeshire, that area.
Okay, 55.1 on the penultimate lap there for a best lap for Max Hardy, unchallenged. 1.5 seconds is his advantage. He'll have pole position in the next race. The only one to go into the 55s by a clear second as well over Luke Wallington. So dominant performance. Luke and Krawiecki very close. In fact, Krawiecki just 0.08 of a second quicker in that particular race.